podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
I took my L and I bounced back. First time was so nice, I had to do it twice. You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Saudi Bianchi Productions.
I just wanted to put on a great boxing masterclass
BoxingVoice.com.
and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, like, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. It's a hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. And today we're going to be talking, obviously, Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk, and the fact that Deontay Wilder now believes that Usyk will get the win over Anthony Joshua, which is not something that I'm hoping for. I actually hope that Anthony Joshua gets the win so we can get Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. But today, from the frozen tundra, the one, the only.
I'm good. I beat Polly. I left with his belt and his girl.
This a dollar beat.
And I know all y'all against me. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Let's shut that soft ass shit up.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning.
What up, Adrian? What's going on, baby? How you feeling?
Another beautiful morning here in Wisconsin. You know, it's summertime, so the weather's still right. You know, the weather's still right. We enjoying it.
That's good. What's the weather looking like over there? It's boat season for y'all now, right? Everybody's on the lake?
Oh yeah. You know, I'll be DJing them lake parties, brother. So
Okay.
I'm having a good time. But yeah, it's boat season. I'd say, man, it's about between 80 and 90 degrees most days. So
Nice.
it's nice.
All right, so you going out for them runs, man.
Oh yeah.
So what's up, man? It's fight week. Obviously, you wasn't able to jump on yesterday. Do you want to go right into your prediction and who you think you will be picking for this weekend in the big main event that is Oleksandr Usyk, who has lifted those titles from Anthony Joshua, but now has to defend them in order to keep them?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, I think that Usyk's going to keep those titles. I've never been convinced that Anthony Joshua has got over the Ruiz fight. Even though he's won some fights, he stopped some people on the way. I just don't think that he's the same AJ anymore. I don't think that he has the same heart. I think that Ruiz took a little piece of him, and he's never been right since. And the way Usyk won.
I don't think that you're the first person to question, AJ, but, let's dive into that because, like, if Ruiz took something from him, he would be taking lesser fights. He wouldn't be taking immediate rematches. He would be taking vacations. If anything, the Ruiz loss, I think, reassured him that this is the sport that he loves and that he had to take it a little more serious. And that's why he made all the necessary changes, not only to get the win with Ruiz, but in this fight, you see he seeked out, Robert Garcia. So I don't know that we could say that fight took anything from him. Now, if you want to say physically, but then again, like, who is Ruiz? Since when he's been a killer? So what? AJ got knocked down a few times. Trinidad got knocked down a few times. Ain't nobody say he lost anything.
Did Trinidad quit?
I mean, technically, AJ didn't quit. It was waved off, technically. You know, everybody is just a body language expert when it comes to that fight. He was chewing on his gum shield. He ain't want to be there, but, like, the ref stopped the fight, technically.
Technically, but I mean, the way I see it is, you know, he didn't really try to show that he was ready to go back in. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay, but then, damn, don't you give him a pass for going straight into the immediate rematch, not being afraid of Ruiz, facing the demons, beating him, making the adjustments?
Okay, but no, hold on. Let's wait a second. That fight. Now, remember how AJ used to talk all that shit about he doesn't like seeing guys, you know, just box this and that. Man, every time there was an engagement in that rematch, he was trying to duck that.
Okay, but you a trainer. What you gonna do? You gonna tell Kevin live up to the bullshit he talked fight week, or you gonna tell him get the fucking win because a win is a win is a win?
Now listen, I agree with you. Yeah, as a trainer, yeah, get your belts back, because without the belts, if you lose twice to the same guy, you know, you got to climb back up the hill. I get that part. I just didn't see the same guy. Like, when he got in those exchanges, I seen a guy who was really, really worried about being back in that place on the canvas. Now, he's a warrior. He's come through. He's fought tough fights. I'm not saying that. I just don't think he's all there, and I don't think he's going to beat Usyk. Unless he just tries to blast through him like he should have in the first place, which hopefully Robert Garcia can instill in him. I don't see it.
So how do you see the fight playing out officially?
I think that Usyk's going to win some of the earlier rounds, because I think AJ is going to try to sit and box him, to be honest. And when that doesn't work...
Wait, by box, you mean like the first fight, or you mean...
Like Andrew Ruiz too. You know, he's going to be on the outside, bouncing in, using his length, using distance, you know, to try to hit and not get hit. I think that Usyk's an excellent boxer. He showed that. I think when that starts to not work, then hopefully we'll see the old AJ who's just going to try to run through Usyk. Because I think that's the version of AJ that wins.
So you think he needs to show that version, the aggressive version, after a couple of the early rounds? You don't?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a better strategy. I would try to get Usyk comfortable, thinking that I'm gonna sit on the outside, try to touch him up, and then I would switch my game plan up when I see him getting comfortable with that. You know, maybe taking some rounds with that. I would just switch it up somewhere, maybe around round 4, maybe 5.
Nah, I totally understand that. Now, what do you feel about the over/under? Obviously, I placed the bet on 10.5. I believe this fight goes 10.5 rounds or more. Do you see Usyk getting a stoppage, or AJ getting a stoppage earlier than 10.5 rounds?
To be honest with you, I don't see a stoppage in this fight at all. I think it goes all 12. I think with everything that Usyk's gone through, being at war, this, that, and the other thing, I just feel like in his heart, even AJ coming through blasting, I don't think Usyk can let himself be beat like that, given the state of his country, given the state of what he's going through. And I don't see AJ necessarily maybe taking the risks to get stopped. If it's getting to that point where he's taking those shots, I think he'll get back on his bicycle and finish out the fight rather than be stopped. Well, I mean, these are elite level boxers. If they don't want to get put out, you know, they're going to know how to use their feet. They're going to do the little tricks to not get put out.
Absolutely, man. I totally agree with that. You know, they're definitely both veterans and both have, you know, a lot of skills that will need to be on display in order to get this win. But I think that what's interesting to me is the betting line. It's pretty strange. Like, I've never seen an A side on the level of an Anthony Joshua be this big of an underdog. Now, like you just said, no one is getting stopped in this fight, you know. But the bookies seem to think different. It says here, will this fight go the distance? It's minus money says no, which hypothetically supposed to mean that's what's going to happen. But I'm with you. I don't know that we get a knockout. I don't know that Usyk goes for it. And we've seen AJ go 12 with Usyk already. We've seen him go 12 with you know, Andy. And I think Takam got like a 10-round late decision that we didn't agree with. Look at this money for Anthony Joshua by decision. Like, this is something I'm making. I got 2 decisions. Now, look, is it likely? Obviously, it's not, because look at the odds. But when you think about it, it's quite likely. The last fight went the decision. Plus 620, that's insane odds, bro. Like, that is crazy. Like, Joshua's a favorite, right? So, like, all the things we talk about here, all the political side, right? Like, he's the A side. He's the house fighter. The money is in Jeddah because of him. Like, why aren't we thinking he's going to get at least one judge? If Canelo could get a draw in a Mayweather fight, I mean, can AJ not get one referee or judge to believe in his style? I think this 600 plus 621 is something that we not need to take lightly. You know, it's not as sexy as this next bet or as this next bet's odds, but it still might be worth 10 because it's more probable than this next bet. So $10 on this small bet makes you $62.10 plus your $10 to bring you a total of $72.10 on mybookie.ag, obviously using the code BETTBV. Now, I think it's very likely. I know that people are looking at this like, well, you know, he brought in Robert, Mexican style, yada, 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 yada. But if AJ does come in Mexican style, gets a few knockdowns, Usyk is of that caliber to get back up, they go to decision, you want to hope you bet on such a wide margin. Now, he's an underdog all around. Obviously, he's the underdog. Even to get the knockout, as you can see, he's a plus 238. But I still think this decision is well worth it. And I'm placing that bet. I'm placing it. See, that's placed. You watched me place it. Now, I just want you to see some of my open bets because this is my next bet that I want to recommend. And this is not a high recommend. This is just an alert recommend. What that means is I'm alerting you of this abnormal betting line. You don't have to jump. I'm jumping on it. As you can see, my bet is already placed because I felt like my bookie made a mistake and this line is a mistake. So as I zoom in, you can see that they have Zhilei Zhang by decision winning method at a plus 2,134. Now, don't get me wrong. Zhilei Zhang is slow. Zhilei Zhang is a puncher. So Zhilei Zhang actually getting the decision is not probable. In this fight, Hrgovic and Zhang are going to bang. But think about the Jerry Forrest fight. Those guys put each other down maybe a total of like 4 knockdowns in that fight. And it still went 12 or 10. So I don't care. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Those things was like $13. I threw $10 on this. Why? Because if somehow the sun shines on a dog's ass on Saturday night and Zhang gets the win, $10 made me $213 plus my 10. I'm okay to lose that on Saturday night. I'm okay with losing that on Saturday night because I'm okay with possibly winning that on Saturday night. Now, I get you, Erizestro. It's a horrible bet. Everybody looks at Zhang as a slow, plodding, Frankenstein-like fighter. But those odds are insane. You can't not sprinkle something on it. It's called gambling. You know, if we were all certain of the outcome, we'd be rich. But what do you think, Adrian?
I think Zhang is that dude is slower than molasses, bro. But now who's his manager? Is that
Tommy Lane, I think it is.
Okay, Tommy Lane. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, you know, I still haven't bet yet, despite all the tips. And I mean, I should have bet on that Caleb Plant Canelo fight because I would have hit, because I called that in the 10th. But I don't know. I might agree with you. I mean, $10 I got to give up. That's a lot of money to get back if it happens, like you said. I mean, I doubt it. I just don't even know if Zhang has the gas tank to go that long. Because it's what, 8-round fight, or is it 10 now?
Which one?
The Zhang fight.
No, that's got to be a 12. It's an eliminator.
Oh, it's an eliminator.
For the IBF, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a long fight.
Damn.
I don't believe the people that believe that it's going, you know, under 4.5 and under 5.5. I don't see that.
No, it'll go longer than that, but I just don't see, I don't know, I don't see him making 12. I think somebody gets stopped before that. I mean, Zhang's a puncher, I'll give him that. I just think he's slow. I actually think that Hrgovic will win this one. And then what you were talking about before, I do have my conspiracy theory on AJ too, though. This dude just signed a massive deal with DAZN, right?
Massive.
Like $200 million or some stupid shit.
I don't even know the number, but I know that he signed something great and big.
So to me, it has to hinge on him winning. Like, there's got to be some clause. There's got to be something in there. Because I just don't see DAZN betting the farm on AJ if, you know what I mean, he doesn't get a judge. I don't want to say the fix is in, but...
I mean, I think that we could also stop thinking like that. Like, look, I know I was one of those guys that thought, yo, you lose 2 times back-to-back, your career's done. Well, Wilder did, and he's coming back on pay-per-view, and everybody's excited. So, you know, does it really matter that AJ has stock in DAZN and DAZN has stock in AJ? Do they have to cheat? Like, no one cheated.
I'm not
saying no one cheated for Wilder, and he's still the PBC top tier heavyweight. He's still the A1 heavyweight. He's still their guy.
But at the end of the day, Ness, we both know you still got to get in the ring and fight. Regardless of politics, this, that, and the other thing, you still got to get in the ring and fight. You know what I mean? You can't just steal a fight. You got to do enough to win it in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of how I look at it. So at the end of the day, I just say DAZN's made an investment. They want a return on their investment. Now, I'm not saying that if he loses, it's over with. What I'm saying that is if he loses, he's got to climb back up the hill, and that's the investment DAZN has in him.
I'm just not 100% sure that they're gonna lose with him. Like, I could see the Anthony Joshua rebuild. Like, what is Joshua, 32? Like, Wilder just announced he's gonna fight till he's 40. Like, I don't think a loss matters. I don't think like Usyk has been great since the amateurs. They've been talking about this dude since the amateurs. Then they was talking about him in that World Boxing Series of Boxing, or World Series of Boxing. You know, then they was talking about him in the World Super Series of whatever the one
Super Six. Did they do a different one?
He fought in the one with no headgear, which was like the World Series of Boxing. Then he fought for the Muhammad Ali trophy. You know, He got some fights on HBO. He got fights on DAZN. Like, man, I don't know, man. Usyk is that guy. So if you lose to him and he retires, AJ, Wilder, you know, and all the rest of the heavyweights, they still get the party. Fury and Usyk, they just go down in the history books. I don't think a loss to Usyk is the end for AJ. It can't be.
It's not the end, but what's the contingency on that?
I'm just looking at if Wilder could come back and be on pay-per-view and everyone's excited, AJ will come back and his country would be excited.
Well, of course, it's the UK. They actually get behind their fighters. You know what I mean? They ride or die with their fighters. But what I'm saying is, it's kind of contingent on, we'll say Fury doesn't come back. He stays retired, right?
Yeah.
Usyk retires. We'll say AJ loses. But Usyk, he's done. He's done what he needs to do. He goes. You're right. Well, then that's the lanes open because they're still at the top tier. I mean, Wilder's still ranked, what, #1 in the WBC? So they're up there at the top. The other people got to get up there. But that's contingent on, you know, the big dogs really leaving and staying gone. They're still just below the big dogs. They're still big dogs, but you know what I mean?
But that's the thing. Like, AJ loses to Usyk. Fury comes back in your plan. Usyk-Fury fight. AJ Wilder is still a big-ass fight.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's so much bad blood there. I mean, they've built that fight up for so long, but I really want to see it, but the steam, the heat's off it for me. It's been so long we've talked about that fight happening because I personally think if AJ and Wilder fight, like AJ, unless he learns some really great head movement, he's going to get hit with those right hands. And I mean, if Ruiz stuns you and Usyk's shots are causing you to go back, because there were some spots in that fight where Usyk was really tagging AJ up. And Usyk doesn't have the power of Wilder. So I think that's a great fight, a really great fight, because it's going to be who can get who out of there. And it's going to test their heart. Because if you look at it, Fury got put the fuck down. I mean, that first fight, that dude got up like the fucking Undertaker. I don't think AJ did that, what, against Vlad? Would you say that knockdown was that punishing?
I mean, he showed hard. He showed hard. That was the adversity he suffered. He got up off the canvas and he got the win. If people give Ryan Garcia credit for doing it to Campbell, how could you not give AJ credit for doing it to a legend like Vlad?
So, you know, I look at it like, is he going to have that same heart that
But he showed you that.
Fury
I don't
had?
know. Yo, what's up with you, yo? Why you doubting AJ? He showed you that in the Ruiz fight. He already showed you he's Tito Trinidad of the heavyweight division. If I get down, I'm going to get my ass back up. He showed you that. What fight did he stay down in?
It's not that, man. I just, in my opinion, when I see somebody just look like they gave up, that's a tough one for me to deal with when I watch and go, what if you do it once, you know, you might do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I look at that. If you do it one time, it means it's in you.
For sure.
So it's not to say that he can't come right back, because look at him. I agree with you. He's taken tough fights. He never backed down. He always came back. You know, coming off the Usyk, he's not taking no tune-up.
No.
He's taking his rematch. He's going back to get his belts back. And if he gets his belts back, he's what, 3-time unified champion? So, I mean, it's not so much about doubting him. I just seen a guy who beat him. I'm not going to say easily, because no fight's easy.
Yo, but
I see a guy who handled
Andy's
him.
fast. Andy's fast. And okay, you seen a guy that handled him. Who you picking?
I mean,
Who you
Usyk.
picking?
I'm just saying Usyk handled him.
Okay.
Something we thought he would not do. I mean, let's be honest, Ness. For a long time, you know, we made fun of Usyk on this show. Like,
No,
what
of
was
course,
it? With
of course.
Teaspoon?
I didn't think he was a true heavyweight. I thought AJ would prove that. But who are you picking in the Ruiz Ortiz fight September 4th pay-per-view?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and pick Ortiz.
So basically you respect AJ, you just don't want to say it. Now you're saying that his loss to Andy was a fluke because you don't even think Andy could beat the boxing streets like to say Luis Ortiz is old, but you don't think Andy can beat him.
I'm not saying I don't think he can beat him. I'm going out on a limb because I just see a guy like Ortiz. He's had so many he's had these opportunities here and there. I mean, the dude was whooping Wilder's ass till he got knocked out. Like, he was winning every round. He's a good boxer. He's got punch power. And I think that's a great matchup against a guy like Andy, who's fast with his hands. If Ortiz gets that timing down, and outboxes him and catches him with some stuff. Because didn't Areola put Andy on the ground?
He sure did.
So you mean to tell me you don't think that Ortiz can do it if Areola can't? You know what I'm saying? So I just see it as like I like Ortiz. I'm a fan.
I think when you put Andy down, he only get back up mad. So you might not want to put him down. You got to keep him down.
I mean, in all reality, Ortiz, like, who is he really lost to? Wilder.
Very true.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with losing to Wilder. You eat that right hand, you're either getting back up or you're not. And Fury's been the only one to really prove that he's going to get back up from that and beat him. So.
Yeah, Fury, he proved to be special with the way he can take and absorb power punches.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just picking Ortiz. It's not that I don't like Andy. I just see Ortiz. He's been wanting a shot. I think he just deserves to get these wins and maybe another shot. I mean, I know he's old, but he's at the end of his career. AJ's pretty. Ruiz is pretty young, right? What is he? Early 30s?
Yeah, man. I mean, I could double check, but Ruiz should not be that old.
He's a young guy. If let's just say he loses to Ortiz, Ruiz's career is not over. He's young for heavyweight. He's still probably got.
Yeah, but so is AJ. Champ, AJ's like 32. Let me show. I'm pulling up Ruiz as we speak, and he's what do they got him here listed as? Fucking hell.
Here's my thing with AJ. I'm not saying he doesn't continue his career, Ness. I'm saying that DAZN gave him a lot of money. Like, you're going to pay the top tier guys that money. I mean, are you going to pay AJ $50 million 32. Or $30 million to fight a tune-up?
Andy's 32, just like AJ, homie. They all could come back. Wilder's 36 on a comeback. You tripping, man. It's the heavyweight division. As long as you a puncher, we want to see you. I'm checking.
And that's all I'm
AJ's
saying. So
age.
if Ortiz beats Ruiz, it doesn't matter. He can come back.
But so can AJ.
I didn't say AJ couldn't come back. I just said
you said another loss to him.
All the big money, all the big money that DAZN is investing in him as a fighter. There might be some contingencies like, hey man, we'd like you to have them belts. Or they're just gonna pay him what? I think someone in the chat said $50 million a fight. Like, if you're at $50 million a fight, I'm gonna need you to fight Wilder next. I'm gonna need you to fight all the big fights. That's what I'm putting down.
It's boxing. We love a comeback story. We love that rebuild. You know, everybody does. Why you think
everybody loves a rebuild? But do you want if you're
why
DAZN,
you
want to pay $50 million for a rebuild?
The what? Triller paid $50 million for the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones rebuild. So yeah, they do it, man. You gonna find somebody to do it. That's what they do. Look, Robert is saying Wilder will be 37 in October. That's what I'm telling you. So like, if he could rebuild, AJ could rebuild, Andy could rebuild. Fuck. Look at Chisora. How many times has he rebuilt? My man out here trying to get a Fury trilogy.
I mean, it's a heavyweight division, so in all reality, they can be older and keep fighting. Because if you see all the guys at the top, they're all in their 30s, every single one of them. You never have any top really heavyweights nowadays that are like in their 20s.
I agree, man. I agree. I totally agree, man.
I mean, I think these guys are good till they're 40. Not to say that they can't fight over 40, but I think, the risk comes in when you start being 40 and maybe your opponents start being 29, 30. 10 years is a big difference.
Well, that's interesting that you bring that up because that's what we were trying to figure out last night, Badu Jack, he's of that caliber, and by of that caliber, I mean he's a guy that has fought on the high level, but he is 38 years old, 39 years old, and he's fighting Popeye, the Sailor Man, Richard Rivera, who maybe the world doesn't know, maybe could be considered a club level fighter because he's never been on the stage of a Badu, never fought any sort of level of opponent like a Badu or anyone Badu's faced, or probably anyone in the top 15 legitimately. Probably never fought a TV fighter, Richard Rivera has, right? But Badu's 38, Badu's 39, Badu's been in wars, Badu's been cut. You know, is this the right time? Can he, I guess...
I think Badu will be just fine. You're talking about a club level fighter. I mean, I think that's by design.
Yeah, but let me tell you, Chris Algieri was a club level fighter at one point. All he did was fight in the Huntington Beach, you know, 2,000 seats, if that, you know. It was 2 floors. It was like, yo, you got to look it up. You got to look up the Huntington Theater or some shit where Algieri fought. And Joe Smith, he was a club fighter. You know what I'm saying? Club shows all up and down Long Island, you know, New York City area. Cletus Selden, Fernando Guerrero. You know, there's a lot of club fighters that when they get that opportunity, they're able to shine. Daniel Roman.
No, I'm not saying it's not possible. I just think that it's a calculated move.
Well, Badu's also moving up the cruiserweight. That's another piece of information. It's a new division for an older man.
That's interesting. So he's.
I'm so
do you think
mad.
he can't make the weight?
No,
or
no.
do you think he's going there for the perception that the cruiserweight division is a little bit lesser than the light heavyweight or the heavyweight division?
I think it's just like at this age, what am I making the weight for? Like at 75 and at cruiserweight, the names are pretty much the same. He's not going to be able to bang with the Better Beeves and the Bivels. So he's looking at it like, what am I really doing?
So he's trying to move he's trying to move to a perceived softer division, right?
I wouldn't say softer. There's some great fights for him there. Like, imagine him and Andrew Tabiti, right? Well, actually, Tabiti moved up to heavyweight. He'll be fighting Saturday, too, on this card. So, I mean...
About him versus, what is it, Macaboo?
Yo, him versus Jake Paul, cruiserweight. Give me that.
I'll take that, but I mean, I don't think Jake gonna take that.
Of course not, man. Badu's an extremely tough fight. I'm just wondering if that phrase in boxing where, you know, he gets old overnight happens Saturday night.
No, I get what you mean. I mean, you're good till you're not good anymore. You know.
And like AJ said, you're only as good as your last fight. And Badu, I don't know. Has he been looking like Badu?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I remember watching one of his last fights, but to be honest with you, from what I remember of it, it wasn't like a great fight. I want to say he did get the stoppage. It just didn't look, I don't know, it didn't look great from what I remember. But I mean, my mind's cloudy and it's early in the morning, so.
For sure. Any fights you are excited about this particular Saturday? Like, is there a fight on the card or of the weekend that excites you? Because don't forget, you got, you know, the failed Broner Omar Figueroa being replaced by Sergey Lipinets now, and that entire undercard as well.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm more interested in the main event. I do want to see how the heavyweight division thins out, because I'll be honest, like, I would just like to see an American heavyweight champion at some point again. I'd like to see those belts get distributed back out, or to see an undisputed. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in the heavyweight division as we have some up and coming heavyweights. They're not there yet, like our Jared Andersons and things like that. I'm interested in seeing how things are going to shake out long term. So I got to see what happens at the top right now. Like, I'm interested to see Wilder come back. I'm interested to see how all this shakes down over the rest of the year.
How do you feel about paying for 2 pay-per-views you don't work at the bar anymore either. Now you got to pay for these suckers. 2 pay-per-views in September. You got Andy, plus you got Ortiz sliding in early right before Canelo, September 4th. Then you got Canelo, September 17th. Then you got Wilder, October 15th. Then you got the rumored Earl Spence Crawford, November 12th or 19th. Then you got Ryan versus Tank in December.
So here's my thing about that. I'm picky about my pay-per-views just because I work at night. So when I'm DJing, it's gotta be like special enough that I'm gonna hit auto mix and take 36 minutes of my time, or you know what I'm saying, an hour of my time to just completely ignore what's going on. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm the asshole. If the fight's big enough, I'm hitting auto mix and I'm walking away from the DJ booth and going to sit in my fucking car because I don't need to be up there. The shit will run itself. But I don't pay for all of them sometimes because I'm working and it depends where I'm at. So that's the only kind of catch-22 to loving boxing and being a DJ.
You got yourself on
You know what I mean?
Wi-Fi, right? You must be on Wi-Fi because you're going in and out.
My bad, brother. I mean, I might have to move my setup.
Nah, I mean, it just goes in and out.
But yeah, I mean, I'll buy most of them. But you're right. It was nice before when the bar paid for them, because now you know what? In a couple months, they're gonna hit me for what? Close to 500. If I buy every single one, $80 a pop.
About $80 a pop, man.
So, and you just railed off like what, 4 or 5 pay-per-views?
If everything goes right, yeah, it'll be 2 in September. Obviously, those both are signed, sealed, and delivered. We got to buy if we want to watch. Wilder just got solidified, so that's 3. And we just waiting for the last 2, which would be Earl and Spence. No, that's the same person. It would be Bud and Spence versus each other, and then Tank and Ryan. And if you don't get Tank and Ryan, you're going to get Tank versus Michelle Rivera on pay-per-view. December 17th is the targeted date for Tank.
You think that's really going to happen?
Absolutely.
Ryan, Tank?
If it don't happen, they're going to do Michelle Rivera.
I want to see that. I'm just interested to see Ryan fight somebody we want to see him fight, or somebody that he really called out.
Well, Manny Robles seemed to think Ryan doesn't have the experience to beat a Tank.
I think Tank slaughters Ryan Garcia. Puts his ass to sleep. He gonna look like fucking Leo Santa Cruz, smiling all the way to the fucking canvas. He don't move his head, Ness.
What
he
a coincidence,
straight up.
man. What a coincidence.
He don't move his head.
I'm rocking my Leo Santa Cruz shirt, man. Shout out to Leo, man. We with you over here. The other day I had my Austin Trout Nation shirt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my boys out here putting in decades in the game, you know? I still want Trout to get a welterweight shot because he's worked his way down there, and that's what he wants. I want to see, can he beat a top-tier welterweight. But I do want to let you know, phone lines have always been open. You can always call in 1-425-569-5241. You can hit us up on Discord. I have been putting that link in the chat, I do believe, and if I haven't just yet, we'll drop it in unos segundos. But yeah, man, link up with us and give us your opinion on this weekend's fights, on these bets. And yeah, man, we're just talking boxing overall.
I'm disappointed by the Adrian Broner thing, though, him not coming back to fight. I personally think that if he's got mental issues now, it's over for him. I just don't see him coming back.
I mean, look, Fury came back and he cited physical training, the boxing training specifically, is what helped him in his road to recovery. Broner posted a picture of how he looked 6 months ago when he started the camp, and it was horrible compared to what he looks like now.
He looks great now. No, I seen that. I just seen that picture this morning. I mean, he looked like he had a beer belly in the beginning of camp.
So maybe
he looked good.
So maybe he wasn't ready just yet to come back but he's working on it. And, hopefully he gets the help and the time that he needs. I'm sure there's going to be dozens or hundreds and thousands of people that want to see his ring return, without a doubt.
I want to see it. I'm a fan. I really want to see it. I just get a little irritated because it's been a while. To me, it feels like waiting for Keith to come back. Although I know he's come back for a fight, but the fight I seen him come back in, it was like, It was good to see him back, but it wasn't quite the version we wanted to see yet. I know he needed to knock the ring rust off and get cooking, but then there's the inactivity. Like how do you knock that off and keep sharp? Because a sharp Adrian Broner and an Adrian Broner that will let his hands go. I like the fact that he was going back down to 140, a weight where I think that he'll take the punches better and be stronger. Because, the best version of Broner to me was 135 Broner.
For sure. I'm going to go ahead and open up these phone lines. Looks like we got Real Jose 97.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Jose, what up?
Yo, what up? You hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, hear me out. What if you get Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez on Heisman Weekend pay-per-view? One of the most prestigious nights in America for young athletes. You got 2 Latinos that can put on a show for boxing and attract more kids into the sport.
I'll take it, but they got to hurry up and announce, man. You heard all the pay-per-views that are on the horizon.
Or even if it wasn't pay-per-view, that'd probably still be a good fight. But there's no title. Only thing.
It's a great fight. I just don't think Ryan takes it until he knows without a doubt that he won't be able to fight Tank this year.
True that. Shit, man, that's all I had. Shout out TBV. Shout out you.
Shout out you,
yeah,
champ.
Later.
Shout out
Thanks,
you. There is no us without you, man. We need y'all to call in. We need your participation. So if you want to join us and interact, you already know. Come on over to theboxingvoice.com or youtube.com/theboxingvoice, where you can find the podcast and the show every single day. Don't forget, August 29th, it's going down. We will be in Blue Wire Studios, and we'll be doing our show 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday, while still continuing our normal schedule of 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time that you've been used to for quite some time now. So very excited about that new venture, as we're going to be performing our live show from the Wynn Casino and also from the Blue Wire $6.5 million studio. Just the studio.
Bruh, that studio is fucking ridiculous. I feel like you're going to go to space. It really was beautiful, man. I was like, damn, man, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
It was amazing. Nah, man, and now that we've been able to announce it, truth be told, they told us to do a live fight chat for Canelo out of there. So, we could potentially be in our $15 million building on Friday, having some sort of pre-Canelo fight party, and then on Saturday, with a select few TBV family members be in the Blue Wire studio to watch and call the Canelo Triple G fight.
One of my fighters, the kids, man, his mom's actually taking him to the Canelo fight. I was like, damn, man. I was like, now that's a birthday present when your mom takes you to the Canelo fight.
Wait, one of your students?
Yeah. We was in the gym the other day. He's like, they were gonna go to the Caleb Plant one because they're worried that Canelo's not gonna fight forever. So they didn't make that one, so now they're gonna go to the Triple G one. But they're from out there, like that family, like Kevin, like they were born in Vegas, so they got family and people out there. So I can see why they would go to a fight out there.
Yes, sir. Decatur, Georgia, zone lids low saying TBV got 2 spots in Vegas. Good work, champ. You already know, man. We just grinding. Whatever comes our way, we are excited and, ready to tackle it, man. Ready to take it on. We got a couple super chats I got to get to. Never leave a man behind. Pardon me for not getting to that sooner. Once again, the number to call in, 14255695241. I got Stephen Smith, Usyk by murder. Can't wait. Love the show, guys. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And he's actually in Canada. That was $3 Canadian money. Shout out to you, man. DAZN, for those that don't know and didn't tune into our flagship Thursday evening show, we did announce that DAZN has partnered with United Promotions of Canada and is now going to be broadcasting all their fights. So shout out to United Promotions, who's got 1,300 Twitter followers and 7,000 Instagram followers and got a broadcasting deal with DAZN. Stephen Smith right back with another one, and he says, Adrian's right, Ness. AJ ain't no killer. Tess. Eye emoji. I don't know, man. Kind of hard to say that a man ain't a killer when he did all that he did by, 28? Like,
very, very accomplished, yeah. I mean, what that Vlad win was
bro, he was unified.
A long time ago.
He was unified and at the top of the food chain at an early age, taking on top 10 fighters. Did he not? Did he make it difficult in the negotiations? In my opinion, with Wilder, absolutely. But that's what happens. Earl's made it difficult for Bud in these negotiations, right? He said he was going to clean up his side of the street, and that's why that's been prolonged. But if you're watching this on YouTube, don't you forget for 1 second, not even un segundo, that you need to hit that thumbs up button. We need your help to get that visibility up so that more people will understand and know that we go live 7 days a week. And August 29th, that's going to be 7 days a week, 2 times per day. I got more callers. Let me get on out to Mr. P to the B, C.
You have to hit him with that intro.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do.
What
I
up?
do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby. Hello?
We hear you.
Yo, hello?
We hear you, man.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for the weekend. I got
Yo, you cutting out, man. Talking to the mic, player. Yo, take off the Bluetooth, man. We gonna come back to you if you're gonna be on the Bluetooth, man. No shit's too so loud, man.
Let's see. Can't wait to see what Evan Holyfield can do. It's a lot of betting on the line. Hrgovic, I've watched 3 of his last fights. I've watched everything. I don't believe Hrgovic is a killer. I watched 3 of his last fights. He's very lethargic and big, but he's not a killer.
But is he gonna get past 5.5 rounds though?
I believe so, because I watched all his fights. He was playing with some truck driver dude that was falling over all over the place, and he still couldn't knock him out. So
you playing with us with your shitty ass internet, man? Why you still fucking with Boost Mobile, man?
That's my call, man.
We don't even know what your call was because your cricket service. Man, out here fucking with the cricket service, bro. What's up with y'all, man? Shout out, though, to Mr. PBC. Looks like we got some more people. Looks like Looks like we're going to go to James Payne. Lethal. Now, I'm being told for whatever reason you guys don't hear the intros, but I can literally see my box lighten up when I speak, which means you should be able to hear what is being said.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the...
But I do see when I do play the intro, it does not light up. So you guys might not be hearing the intro. It must be some sort of noise cancellation with Discord. I'm telling you, they're too sophisticated, I think.
Yeah, man. Because I heard the first words of my intro, my name, and then it went completely blank. But I could hear everything you doing behind the desk. But it's all good, man. It's me checking in from the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy, James Payne, Mr. Lethal himself. You know, like I know, the best part of waking up is TBV in my cup always, man. Shout out to the TBV alumni made this slogan world famous. It's an exciting weekend, and I'm so excited I just can't hide it, man. We got boxing all weekend long. Your boy gonna be in Oak Grove, Kentucky, working the TriStar boxing fights tomorrow evening. I will not get to see the AJ Usyk fight, but I'm picking AJ to become three-time. That's right, three-time world champion. I'm going for AJ. A lot of money on the line, big stakes, do or die. And AJ has shown me that when the chips are down and when his back is against the wall, he does respond. We might not like the response, but he gets it done. So I'm going AJ. I also took your advice in this on the bet strategy that you was talking about. So I'm going with the over on the Zilly Zane fight. I'm going over the 5.5. I'm taking AJ plus 10.5, and I'm also picking AJ with the win. And I mean, yeah, man, I got Callum in a parlay also. With a couple of other little results. The fights I can't remember how significant they are, but yeah, man. You know, it's going down, and so excited for the weekend, man. And with that being said, y'all know what this is, man. It's the illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the entire galaxy. Third rock from the sun astrologically. I am James Payne Lethal. Hey, shout out to Big Matthews that be trolling me with my intro all the time, man. It's love across the pond, man. Let's hope AJ get this shit done. Boxing's better when AJ is winning and he has belts. So, you know, let's hope for it, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right. So, look, I don't mind going back to Skype. I just feel like it's a dinosaur, so we'll never get new callers because they like Skype. Oh, who uses Skype? You know, Skype's so old. It's reliable. People like it. I just don't like that anybody could unmute. It's too chaotic for me. You know what I'm saying? It's people jibber jabbering doing the live. I ain't with all that at all. You feel me? So you ain't making no bets this weekend. You on some bullshit. I ain't listen.
Man, you know
I decided
me,
a
bro.
long time ago I got to start making money off my talento. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. I'm out here calling these shits right and wrong. But shit, when you get it right, you want to get paid.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a couple of fights that I should have bet because I'd have came up big. But I mean, maybe I just got to put some money to the side and just call that fun money, and I'll bet with that.
I'm going to unknown in Chicago.
Yo, what up? It's unknown, baby.
What's that?
You know how we do over here in Chi-Town, Chicago. You know, we just gang banging, making money. But look, man, this is okay. Look, I got a counter punch. Julian. I don't think Tank is gonna beat up Ryan so bad. You know, we gotta make those kind of predictions. I think that Ryan is special, just like Haney, Shakur, and Tank. He's in that mix. He's in that caliber, bro. And I really don't know, you know, everybody say keep his head up, but he's a tall guy. He's probably the tallest fighter that Tank ever fought. He's strong as hell, man, you know, and he's fast. He's faster than All of them. He's faster than Haney. He's faster than Shakur and Tank. He's way faster than them. And he could, he's powerful too. I think that Ruiz Ortiz. I think Ortiz gonna get him. I think Ortiz is gonna stand up. They're gonna bang, and they're gonna be head to head. And Ortiz is gonna drop that uppercut on his ass. And I think that uppercut is more powerful than an Anthony Joshua hit. Just to segue onto him, man. Joshua's a beast. He's a fucking beast. And yeah, he is a killer because you can't be no killer and be in this kind of game at that level. So that motherfucker is a killer. So it's the old saying, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. And I think Usyk might push him to that point where he just snaps. That motherfucking killer, that monster comes out of him. Because he got it in him. And I hope Robert Garcia brought it out of him in training. Pushing him and all that type of shit and everything. And I want to say shout out to Danny, wherever he at, Bo, you know what it is. Just to go on some other shit, let's see what else y'all was talking about, what other fights. Man, there's some big fights coming up. Boxing taking over right now. Boxing taking over. UFC had this little thing, but UFC only got the Diaz brothers, Nick and Nate. And when they ain't fighting, nobody really watches it. Or Conor ain't fighting, nobody's watching it. But shout out to Nate Diaz. He's going to fight September 10th, I think, at the Barclays, if I'm not mistaken. Man, you know what? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. It might be Vegas. But he's fighting some Russian, bro. We're going to do it for Ukraine, man. We're going to knock this Russian out. Fuck Russia. But, they'll be out some bullshit. But, what I'm saying? We're just chilling in Chicago. You know how we do it over here. We get shit done. Get shit done on the low. What else is good? What else? Spence, Crawford. I'm going for Crawford.
All right, champ. We got to get to some other callers. This ain't an air out, baby. This was Anthony Joshua. Man, my man went down a whole year worth of fights. Let me go out to this fat $20 super chat from Jazz 11 is actually 20 pounds. He says 20 pounds for all my illegal streamers out there. Just playing this. Man, y'all better stop stealing, man. They going to get them IP addresses. Y'all going to be over, man. Y'all going to be Dunsky. Let me get on out to some alumni callers back up in here.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
I mean.
Yo.
We hear you. What up?
Hey, man. Listen, this is an exciting weekend. Joshua's definitely coming off with the victory. And I want people to recognize everybody's been doubling down on it. Don't make me, the reason why, except my man Canna. Shout out to Canna. Don't make me be the reason why you sway. I'm not a gambler. I don't take chances. So when I tell you something, I'm for sure. I haven't been this sure, and you could check my blog on IG, King Amin of X61. I haven't been this sure since I picked Pacquiao over Thurman. I'm very, very sure that AJ will pull this one out. Yes, he's not the sizable AJ that we're used to. We want him to have the big man mentality. He don't necessarily need the size. That's what Napoleon complex is for. So all he has to do is be aggressive. What he wants to do, he wants to be able to try to float. But, Usyk is not coming there to play no game, so it's going to be a tough fight. Again, AJ has the reputation already. You can call him what you want, but you can't call him nothing less than 2 times, on his way to 3 times. And how many times you do it is what matters, because that means you got up. You came back for it. So that's all I want to say. Shout out to Ramla Ali. I always got to big up women's boxing. The rest of that card, listen, I'm excited about that Badu Jack. We talked about it last night. Badu Jack and Popeye, man, Popeye Rivera. I don't know, man. Initially, I was picking Jack, but I might have to lean with Popeye, man. So definitely excited for that card. I still want to see Figueroa, get this one over Lipinets, because I felt like, he had so much invested in this fight, whether it was Broner or not. Let him go ahead and get his shit off, man. And I'm definitely going to be joining everybody on the live fight chat this weekend. Check me out, King Amin Invest 61. I'm totally stoned, man. So pardon me, man. I'm out.
I mean, man, thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in. Looks like we got Eddie in Omaha. What up?
What's up? Hey, I got Usyk, right? And like people wanna say Anthony Joshua, like he's an obstacle and shit, yeah, but like they say they wanna say he could wild out and shit and get on Usyk, but it goes both ways though, shit. Usyk could wild out too. And you know, that's my thing, like I got Usyk though. Fuck, I fuck with Joshua though. I ain't gonna lie, but I like Usyk though. But that's me though.
Well, all right,
Hey,
champ.
you feel me though? Like, hey, but you feel me though, right? Like it can go both ways though. Like anybody, both people could wild out.
For sure.
Yeah, so like anybody can get it. But yeah, man, shit.
All right.
Shit
Well,
later though,
thank you
bro.
for calling in. Man, I remember Berner said that. Anybody can get it. Hey,
African, Puerto Rican, Mexican.
I don't see anyone with their hand raised on Discord. So if you want to go ahead and do that or call in 1-425-569-5241, go ahead and do so and we'll get to your calls. All right. Looks like I got a few now ready to rock and roll. Looking like Ray, the business on Discord. What up?
What's going on? Mic check.
What's up?
Good morning. Good morning. You got the old setup back on Skype or Zoom or whatever you guys are doing. So shout out to you. Yeah, man. Shout out to King Amin. I'm gonna take the opposite approach. I think AJ's gonna come in aggressive. I think he's gonna put up openings. I think he's gonna get caught in those openings, just like he did against Andy. I think Usyk is too smart for that, and he's gonna take advantage of it. I also like Popeye over Badu Jack. Popeye's Orlando local, so you got to be repping with that. And then,
You sure he from Orlando?
yeah, I mean, he was teaching at the gym I train at.
I thought he was from like Connecticut or like.
Yeah, I mean he might be from there, but he was or is doing like the evening, afternoon classes at the gym that I train at. I do like the mornings and whatnot, so it's on a different schedule. But yeah, no. He's a local guy. I saw you guys were interviewing Giovanni.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out. He's local guy too. So that's what's up. Orlando's coming up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I'm just excited for good fights. So that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend. Shout out to y'all. We'll chat next week.
But what's up with my man Hergovich? Why everybody, where y'all boxing skills at? Why nobody don't be picking no more? Is it going over 5.5 or what?
I don't really care either way. If it goes over 5.5, if it doesn't, you know what I mean? I just want to see a good fight. I would prefer it not to.
Okay. All right. Well, I watched the press conference, but thank you for calling in, Ray. I'm gonna get to some other callers, man. I watched the weigh-ins this morning. Man, Zhang big as fuck, man, but he was chewing gum. I don't know. You the trainer, Adrian? What that mean? Cause I hear rumors about gum chewing and shit.
What do you hear about gum chewing?
Come on,
You're
man.
gonna have to enlighten me.
You the trainer. I hear if you chewing gum, you ready to eat. You know the gum is like some mental shit and some shit to keep you with a little bit of moisture in your mouth.
I mean, that could be it, or shit, it could be because you're nervous. You're chewing gum and you need to fiddle or do something else. So you can take that two ways.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're nervous, so you do something because you got some sort of tick, and maybe chewing gum helps you with that.
Everybody worried about Hrgovic's, Zhang being slow. I want to see what's going to happen to Hrgovic when he get popped in the face. Let me see who's
I mean,
next.
Zhang is slow, but I mean, he's proven that when he hits people, they go down, you know? So it's hard to say. I mean, he's kind of. I'm not super impressed by him. Let's just say that. Like I don't think he's horrible. I don't know.
I got Big Matthew in the UK.
Hello. Shout out to the Boxing Voice.
What
Shout
up?
out to Big Thief Fager. I heard he's been breaking into a couple of Honda Civics last night out there in Florida. I got Hrgovic by knockout late. I agree with you, 5.5 rounds. I think it probably will go that far. I think AJ Usyk's a 50-50 fight, but obviously I'm picking my countryman. I think if AJ lands a nice overhand right, uppercut, something sweet, that'll bring the dog out of him. I also think Callum Smith's going to stop his opponent, and I've got Badu Jack knocking out Popeye, the Sailor Man. And that's it, really. I'm just looking forward to tomorrow.
What about Lipinets? Does he get past 8.5? Or rather, Omar, does he make it past 8.5?
Yeah, I think that goes the distance.
Cool.
I think because Lipinets is on short notice, so I think that goes the distance.
Yeah. But he was on short notice, told to stay ready. He was training.
Right.
He was training. He was.
So he been ready. So yeah.
He been ready.
Late stoppage or distance for that fight.
Gotcha.
They're both small dudes. But yeah, that's my call, man.
So you're not of the mindset AJ by knockout or bust, right? You think he could get the decision?
He can get the decision because, I don't trust Saudi Arabia. So, if it's a close fight, I've got him giving it to AJ. And to be fair, I rewatched the fight the other day, and it was actually closer than people think. I had it 7-5 to Usyk.
Mm-hmm.
And AJ knows he can't fight that way again. But I don't think AJ is getting knocked out. Who the fuck has Usyk ever knocked out? What, Tony Bellew? And some bum from Chicago.
That's some fucking perspective for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the only reason AJ looked in trouble was because of how exhausted he was in the 12th round. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, Big Matthew, appreciate you calling in. Ray, I'm being told Papa from Connecticut and used to train at Orlando Boxing Club, but he doesn't think he does anymore. But that's Keem in Florida. But you said he trains at your gym, so you would know better than Mr. Keem, the Dream. We got Davidian in Buffalo Falls. So, look, we figured it out. You guys can't hear your intro, so it doesn't make sense playing intros for guys that are on Discord because you're just going to be like, hello. So, yeah, man. Davidian, what up?
What's good, Enes?
What's up?
What's good? Not much. I'm just excited for the fights. Yeah, I got Usyk. I do like AJ. It's nothing against AJ. I don't know. I feel like Usyk is gonna pick up where he left off. I don't know. Boxing wise, that dude he nice. For me, I feel like AJ gotta show me, because when you think he gonna do something, then he does something else. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like Usyk is gonna beat this guy again. But we'll see. He's got all the advantages. He's a big dude. Who else? I got Zhilei Zhang. I know I'm saying his name wrong, but put me down for him. I think, even though he starts out slow, I think that's gonna be a good one too. Two heavyweights, somebody gonna go to sleep that fight. So and yeah, I don't know, that's my call. God bless you.
They out here, man. They believe in Zhang.
For real.
Didn't he lose to one of them other guys, like a Jerry Forrest level or somebody like that?
Zhang, nah, he had that email. I mean, the email. He had that tight fight with Jerry where some could say
it was tight.
Some could say he might have lost. Hold on one sec. Let me get to Hawk in Maryland. What up?
Hello?
What's up?
Oh, what up, yo, Ness? What's up? What's up? Good show today, fellas. Let me see what we got. I got Lipinets beating Omar. I got Badu Jack winning. I don't know about stoppage, but he's just a relentless fighter. I got Badu Jack. I think Andy Ruiz is going to be a little too fast for King Kong, but I like that fight. And I'm going to go with Andy if he boxes well. And who else we got? Oh, Zhang. He looked awful in his last fight. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go to. I can't think of the guy's name. Zhang is fighting. Who's that guy Zhang fighting?
Hrgovic.
Hrgovic, right? That's the name. Yeah, I'm going with Hrgovic. Yeah.
But how many
Hrgovic.
rounds do you think the fight goes?
I think it goes about 10 or the distance, either 10 or the distance, and Hrgovic will win. I just think Zhang don't got a tank. I mean, he's a big guy. He punches slow, but he just don't have that gas tank. Like, and his last fight, he just didn't look. To me, I just don't think he got the tank unless he does something with that gas.
Y'all know that Zhang is a plus 2,134 to get the decision versus Hrgovic.
Damn.
$10
Really?
makes you 230. 213, excuse me.
Wow, they got him out there like that?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Damn. I don't know. He just didn't impress me in his last fight. That's the only, I really go off of the fighters' last fights and stuff, but Zhang didn't, But damn, that's a lot for that. But on to the Joshua, like I said yesterday, Joshua's going to get knocked out. I just don't think every boxer and puncher fight that I can go back and remember, and I'm a pretty old guy, the boxers always win. Even when Joshua fought Andy Ruiz the second time, he was the boxer, and he outboxed him, and he beat him. Tyson, Mike Tyson, Holyfield, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Once the boxer figures out the puncher, he just gets better in the next fight. It happens all the time. They finish where they started. The boxer always wins, and I just think he's stopping Anthony Joshua. I got him going about 7-8, and I think this is gonna be a lopsided fight once he get past 5.
All right, Hawk, thanks for calling in. Shout out to Vada. Shout out to Shakur and Robinson Concial that both have been welcomed to the VADA program for the September 23rd bout. But that fight's almost, a little more than a month out. So, they should have been on VADA, no bull. It is what it is. We going out to Brandon in Houston that definitely can hear his intro from Black Talk.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
You don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy, that's why.
You see a red flag again.
Me and Canelo would be a bigger fight than Canelo and Caleb Plant. How much did they sell? Guarantee you me and Canelo will sell more.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube.
El Bandera Negro.
Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston.
Yo, drop that SDS shit, son.
SDS Promotions.
Yes, I had to call in because you pushing this Zilly Zhang shit way too far, my man.
What do you mean?
My man Hrgovic. Hrgovic's gonna get his ass up out of there. I've been trying to tell you that in under
Is
five.
In under 5?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you better make your bet then. Why ain't you make your money then?
He ain't bullshitting, man.
Why you ain't
See,
make
I'm
your
not
money
no real
then?
big better.
Because you ain't
I'm
bet.
not no better like
so
that.
you just a talker.
Nah, I'm not.
You just a talker. Because
I'm
if
not.
you ain't got your money where your mouth is, we can't fucking hear you.
I told you I bet you though. You seen that segment? You didn't reply to it. I offered to bet you directly, didn't I? Or did I not? So don't say that.
All you
Don't
fake
spread that
betters,
fake news.
all you fake betters like you
Nah,
and
how am I
PBC,
fake?
all you fake betters like you and Mr. PBC want to bet me. Why would I bet you when I'm getting motherfucking better odds with my bookie? Like,
Betting degenerate, if anything. He overbet, if anything. Dom, he definitely ain't no fake. But anyway, like I said, he about to get Zhang up out of here. You the same man. I remember you telling, like, you saying Craig Lewis. Remember when Zhang was fighting Craig Lewis and you had him on the show, like, oh, I seen no spar, like, he got a chance. You actually made it seem like Craig Lewis could shock somebody, shock Zhang, but now Hergovich can't? You crazy, man. Hergovich about to beat the shit out of Zhang, man. And I'm telling you, I know you somebody got tired and
I ain't saying that he gonna win. I said he gonna make it
you said he
past
gonna make it past
5.5. That's
Okay,
all I
that's fair.
bet.
And
That's
guess
all
what?
I bet. Like, I don't see how could you be this deaf for so many days. I've been saying they fucked up. They got him not making it past 5.5. The dude damn near 300 pounds. And I seen Hergovich spar.
Yeah.
I seen Hergovich spar with a 1-0 fucking heavyweight with no fucking amateur background. And I seen they trainer like, don't worry about him. He gonna get tired in 2 rounds. And what the fuck happened? 2 rounds.
So let me ask you this, man. All right. Let me ask you this.
Nah, don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me nothing. See me Saturday when I'm celebrating.
You said Body Jack. You said Body Jack had a chance of. You said Body Jack had a chance of getting old overnight. Like that could happen against what's his name, Papa. Now Zhang is 39 years old and the heavyweight and damn near 300 fucking pounds, but he can't get old overnight.
But I know Zhang. That's what you don't understand.
Oh, that makes it better.
Of course it make it better. I got firsthand experience watching them spar, watching them train. What the fuck is you talking about? Of course that make it different.
I'll be back.
Nah. Don't come back. Don't come back.
Second.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Listen to this guy. He's more intelligent than me because he bought the car without seeing it. I test drove it. How the fuck do you call in and laugh at me because I test drove the car before I bought it, but you just fucking looked at it? Get your silly Billy ass out of here. I'm in the gym with Zhang. I'm in the gym with Hergovich. Fuck is you talking about? I'm basing it off of what? Can he get old overnight? I got more data than you. Man, bruh, my fucking ex-co-host sparred the dude. Like, fuck is this dude talking about? How the fuck I don't know what I'm talking about? Let's see. See me Saturday, man. See me Saturday. And Raw Dog, shut your ass up. You on timeout, you fucking weirdo. Fucking guy. Yo, make sure that dude stay on timeout. Just time his ass out over and over. If you ain't no member, I'ma bleed you on timeout. You're gonna be on timeout jail. Hating ass. Oh, bum. This is C-Dub Atlanta. What up?
Yo, TVV, what's good?
What's good?
Yo, Adrian.
How's it going, brother?
TVV, shut up. Yo, what's good, man? Good, smash the like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Yo, what we got? Okay, I already gave the picks, man. It's gonna be AJ, adjustment AJ. Going with Phillip, the boogeyman. Next, you may be good, you may not be good. We're gonna see. It's a good bet. Like I said, you got the higher percentage. Vegas are trying to tell you something, man. But hey, the 2,000 plus bet is not going to happen. But if it does, and you don't listen to Vegas, that's what's up. Sometimes you hit big not listening to Vegas. The person that hit off Bivol Canelo didn't listen to Vegas. The person that hit off Ruiz, AJ, didn't listen to Vegas.
Buster Douglas.
Ruiz. Yeah, so sometimes you don't got to listen sometimes, but they're trying to tell you.
How about Henry Garcia? Garcia? Wasn't he the favorite?
You're right, man, but let's understand that. They're trying to tell you something.
No. Chris Colbert was trying to tell you. Chris Colbert was telling us something too, and we listen to him, but that's the thing. Y'all want to believe that some fucking dude with glasses, even though I got glasses now, some fucking weirdo behind a desk knows more about boxing than us. Fuck out of here, man.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they had it wrong. When Lennox Allen fought whoever the fuck he fought, and we locked it in at plus 480, and I called all my boys from Jamaica, and we made that money from Jamaica. Man, don't tell me about no bookies. They get it wrong, too. They get it wrong.
They do. You right. Vegas will give you some gimmies now. That's why I tell people,
they ain't
everybody, man, if you want some extra money. No, if you want some extra money, you need to bet. If you disciplined enough to, like I was I heard Adrian saying, I put in the chat, man, you know, that's what you do. You put aside your play money, and it's strip club money, your vice money, your liquor, bud, you know, tobacco, whatever your vice is, you put that money to the side for betting, but you discipline. When you lose that, that's it. Unless you're good enough to play with house money and you win. But I gotta hit on this before I go. PBC got out here and found a way to get Wilder, keep Wilder, and the biggest fight news on Big Fight Week, AJ Usyk. This ain't coincidental, man. It ain't coincidental, man. It's mastermind, got out here, man. We're still talking about Wilder on AJ Fight Week. You know, the news dropped. So, you know, we still trying to see what we're going to do. If Wilder win, AJ win, we can still put them two together. But I think AJ need to lose for us to get that Wilder fight. Because if AJ wins, we're going to give AJ Fury. You know, that's the call. TBV, shout out.
Shout out Alabama. Shout out C-Dub. Let me double check here. Refreshing. I ain't got no super chats. All right, Adrian, let me get your final thoughts, champ. We up out of here.
Man, like I said, I see Usyk. I think he's gonna do it. I think Hrgovic is gonna do it. At the end of the day, it's not that I don't believe in AJ. It's just that I think that let's just put this in perspective. Usyk undisputed the cruiserweight division, and he's making his way to undispute the heavyweight division. So I think people need to kind of look at it from a different side. Like, it's not about AJ. Let's think about what Usyk is trying to accomplish, because that would be a giant accomplishment going forward in the future if he can undispute the two top weight classes. I mean, cruiserweight, I know how a lot of people feel about that, but to go from cruiserweight and to come up and do it in heavyweight, I believe that would be the first time in history someone's done that, right? Since the four-belt era?
I'm not good with the history.
I got you. All right, that's my final thoughts, though.
All right, my final thoughts is I'll be right back here motherfucking tomorrow, morning and night. We're going to do morning show and a live fight chat, man. It is what it is, turn up season. Oh, now people want to call in, man. I got to go, bro. I got to go. I'm being real. I got to go. So, CYP, what up?
Yo.
You thought I was going to leave. You thought I was going to leave, you see?
No, man, no. For real, I knew I was going to come to the king. That's the kind of telepathic thing we got. You know what I'm saying? But, man, there's the people out there, right, who swear to God the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s heavyweight to whoop Wilder and Fury's ass. They calling them trash. I said, see, we know boxing, but we also know biology. Ain't none of them dudes beating those 6'9", plus 80-pound dudes. This nigga Larry Holmes lost to Leon Spinks twice. Leon Spinks barely made 199 pounds. We need to cut this. Oh, the resume. Look where they fought is trash. I said, if you look at any legend and look at his resume with them 100 fights he got, there were some dudes you have never fucking heard of in the doubles, in the 20s, in the 30s. Every single legend from the past got bums on his resume. But the difference between Fury and Wilder is they beat the fuck out of their bums. There ain't no no-name dude who beat them dudes. But there's some no-name dudes that beat the Eastern Man legends. So all of y'all old heads who love disrespecting these giants, remember, the only two sports where size matters, football and heavyweight boxing. When dudes start to get bigger, they're in a whole nother range. Because a lot of these dudes like Archie Moore, Joe Louis, some of these dudes wouldn't even be heavyweight if they fought today. So quit talking about how they'd whoop Wilder and Fury's ass. They wouldn't even fight them if they were alive right now. My guy, they'd be too small. Anyway, y'all enjoy your fight. I believe Usyk wins again. He's just better than AJ. I just believe that. No disrespect to AJ, man. I'm glad that he getting his rematch. But my man, you have made heavyweight boxing bad. You keep giving these underdogs championships. You keep helping people be the first at something. I'd be fucking retired. Because every time somebody who's never done something fights you, they end up fucking becoming historic. I'm sick of your history making ass. See about the out.
All right. SD and X. Well, actually, I don't know who it is. Let me see who they picked. Yep, that's who Discord picked. SD and X. What up?
Good morning. That's what it do, man.
What up?
Not much. Shout out to Adrian. Shout out to the Boxing Voice, man. The hottest motherfucking podcast to get me going in the morning on the road. Man, Ness, I gotta say, I really want Joshua to win, like you said, so we could get this Deontay Wilder fight. But I don't know. Usyk looking real nice, and I'm rocking with Usyk. I locked in on that bet you said as well. I think it's gonna hopefully go over 10, and then I also locked on that Zhang fight too. But I don't know, like I wanna like up it because I really feel like with the way you hyping it up, I feel like Zhang might have a chance. I don't know.
I never said Zhang winning. Y'all gotta stop playing and listen.
No, I'm not saying by the win, but I'm just saying, like, if we compare the Canelo, the Bivol, like that type, I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to take that $80 that I would have paid for the pay-per-view. I'll put that on Zane. You feel me? Like,
yo, you wildin'.
Like,
that's bold.
I ain't say put 80 on it.
Look, if I'm gonna take a $80 loss, you feel me? Why not do it and possibly come out on top?
But not in a big risk like that. Like you feel me?
Yeah, I don't know, Ness. I believe if he can get it past 5, he just gotta keep working. So I don't know. I like to take risks where my money could give me something back. Cause if I win that plus whatever the odds is right now, I might buy the rest of the pay-per-views for the year. I'm gonna stop stealing. We just gotta bet. We gotta bet on Zane.
Well, listen, only because you already spending that much, I would just put it on the over. He going over 5.5. I ain't talking about the win.
I bet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I locked in 100 on the over 5.
Even though his trainer hitting me up like, man, these dudes don't even know. So I don't want to say what else he's saying, but like he listening. So, we'll see.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It kind of had me. It touched me a little bit because, like you said, I swear I wanted to bet on the Bivol and Canelo, and I literally passed out the state before I could place my bet because I'm always on the road, and I missed that money, man. So I'm like, nah, like if he got a chance, I'm willing to try it. So that's my call, man. Shout out to TBV.
Wait. So you had thought Bivol might have won, and you ain't just get the time to bet it?
Nah, I didn't even think he was gonna win, but I'm the type where I like to, like, I will take chances on that if the odds is making enough sense, Like that's how I do my bets. Like I do a lot of sports betting.
Gotta understand. Like I want people to understand when the odds are crazy, that mean it's not probable. But again, if you know the fighter, you feel something, then you looking at it like they made a mistake. That's how I'm looking at Zhang by decision at a plus 2,000. I feel like they fucked up. I feel like by mistake, they put the 1 in there. Like that was supposed to be like plus 234, not plus 2,134. Like,
because answer me this, Ness. If he gets to the 12th round, do you think he could win it on the cards?
I mean, if he could, he put Jerry Forrest down 3 times.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
So if you put a dude down 3 times and you win 1 round, didn't you win? How many points you fucking need in a 12-round fight?
Right. Exactly. So yeah, I'm taking that chance. I'm taking that chance, man.
Wilder got a draw and he got two knockdowns, right? In the 9th and in the 12th. And some people act like he ain't win no rounds. I definitely had him winning some of them first 4. I think it was like 1 or 2 of them first 4. So I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, and I had one more question because I'm kind of new to the betting shit. Why do they have the Tank and Ryan fight already on the bets if that fight hasn't been locked in?
Because they allowing you to lock it in now if you want, because they expecting it to happen. If the odds look good, you should lock it in now in case it does happen.
All right, bet.
Because if it don't happen, they gonna give you your money back anyway.
I bet. That's what I was trying to figure out because my boy keep telling me like the fight gonna happen, and I'm like, bro, if that fight was locked in, I would know about it already. I tune in to this show every day, and I'm like, that fight is not locked in, but he swears it's gonna happen.
Nah,
so I
bro,
think I might put.
Bro, this betting is crazy, bro. In the UK, they got like right now, Hergovich to land an illegal blow is like plus 5,000 or minus 5,000 because they know his. Let me ask Rob. Let me double check what Rob sent me because he the one sent it. And that's bad if it's minus because that means they know his ass gonna throw some dirty shit.
They doing props on illegal blows.
Yeah, they
literally look. Hey, look, he gonna hit him below the belt at least once. Look, that's easy money. Look, that's crazy. That's wild.
Let me see.
Rob, shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to you.
I'm gonna get up out of here.
All right.
All right, brother.
Let me see who else we got here sneaking in. We got Majid in Ohio. Majid in Ohio, what up? Rob, resend that to me, man. What was that? What was the odds on that?
Yep. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube, and what's that, Patreon for something. But yeah, man, like I said yesterday, I got Hergovich winning. I don't know in what form, but I got him winning. And I got Usyk doing it again. You know, I'm gonna just go with Usyk by decision though, because that knockout shit, I don't know about all that in them. But yeah, I got Usyk and Hergovich winning this shit this weekend. I wanted to say shout out to you. We got that nest we was looking for, you know, at the home studio. Tell Ring Walk to take some notes because I know he watching too. Be more happy, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, good shit. That's all I got. I'm out.
Appreciate you. We got another caller here. Looks like Brunswick. Damn. 732. That's definitely New Jersey. Is that my gene bet maybe? Let me see. New Jersey. New caller. All right. Let's do it. Who this?
It's Jersey. What's going on, man? My name's Bishop.
Bishop in Jersey. What it do?
What's going on?
Hanging in there, man. How you guys doing tonight?
We're good, man. Happy to have you.
Well,
Happy to be talking boxing. So let me ask you a few questions.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you a few questions. I want
Sure,
to get
brother.
right into it, man. Hergovich versus Big Bang Zilly Zhang. Does it go past 5.5 rounds, Bishop?
Yes.
Cool. Anthony Joshua versus.
Easy. I'm gonna say Hergovich probably, if it does end at any time before the last bell, I'm gonna say probably 10th, 9th, 10th round.
Nice. Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Does that get past the 10.5 rounds?
No.
Ooh. Who's doing it sooner?
No, I see Usyk doing it in under 9. He's gonna wear him down. Listen, Joshua he's a bad son of a bitch, man. He's a hell of a boxer, but the pressure that Usyk puts on you, it doesn't stop. So he's not gonna slow down with him. He's gonna keep going as Joshua's getting slowed down by getting battered up.
Cool. What about Lipinets Omar Figueroa? Does Omar make it past 8.5?
Gotta be honest with you, I wouldn't even lie and said I knew enough about those guys to say something. I'd be a liar. I'd be a liar to talk about it.
Okay. Well, all right, man. Proceed with your call.
Yeah. All right. So, what I was arguing about my buddy last night, and I told him all because I'm a huge, I love Tyson Fury. He's, I'm gonna go as far as to say the greatest heavyweight of all time. I get arguments with that every day, and I get proven wrong in 90% of those arguments, but it's still one of those things I feel in my heart. But when Deontay Wilder, who I think might be the second best heavyweight of all time, like that dude could beat, I'm sorry to Mike Tyson, I'm sorry to Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier and Rocky Marciano, I'm sorry, but Deontay Wilder will fuck all y'all up. Pardon my French, man, I didn't mean to swear.
No, you
Not
don't
allowed
have
to swear
to.
on the show?
No, you allowed, baby. You allowed. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. But I think Deontay Wilder would demolish any of these idols and these icons that anybody talks about. Deontay will hand them their assholes. He just happened to be at the same exact time as this freak of nature that is Tyson Fury. So if Deontay Wilder says something, I'm taking his word for it. And that's why the second he put out what he thought about the Usyk fight, I jumped on fucking DraftKings. I trust Wilder on this one.
Oh, so you believe that Wilder is giving us the right advice?
I think he knows the business. He knows the fight game. He knows the actual fighting. And
did he say by knockout?
I trust him. I don't remember if he said by knockout. I know he said that Usyk will screw Joshua up. Now, see, I'm going for the knockout myself just because I've seen Usyk fight. I've seen Joshua fight. And I think Usyk stays in there longer. His power stays longer. He stays sharper longer. And I think Joshua kind of gives up when he feels like he's on his way out. So right. I'm putting a couple dollars on that. I might get shit. I might end up with a boat out of it. Not a big boat, but a boat.
Damn, a boat. He's spending that big money. Okay, champ. Let me get to some other callers. I got special feature. It looks like. Let me see if there's anybody. Yes, it is special feature. What's up?
You hear me now?
I hear you.
Yeah, I just want to call it a great show. It's going to be a great weekend of fights. I do want AJ to win because I want the Wilder fight. I do think that Zane fight is going to go past 5.5. Like Dudley said, I don't really know enough about that other fight to pick, but I hope it's a good one. Got a little bit of that oldness back. That's all I got. Great show. Looking forward to the live fight chat.
All right, champ. Well, we'll be here for sure. We're going to start bright and early. Big Thief Vega in the building. Big Thief Vega.
That intro up.
Nah, don't even worry about that shit.
They
can't
hear it.
man.
They can't hear it over there.
Yeah.
So if you on Discord, you don't get no intro, man. You want your intro?
Yeah, man. But yeah, hide your chips, hide your fucking Honda Civic, hide your girls. I'm taking all of it. I'm excited for tomorrow. It's a big day. I just think it's funny. I heard everybody talk about Usyk gonna be so much bigger and what he was, like a few ounces over. You know, you had dudes like Brandon Lentz.
He was the same way.
Same way. You see what I mean? Brandon Lentz talking about he gonna walk Joshua down. I'm telling you, he better not do that in the beginning. Maybe if he tries to tire him out with a lot of movement, you know what I'm saying, in and outs, and then does it in the back end, I can see that, but not just straight walk down style against Anthony Joshua. And Big Matthew's just right. That fight was a lot closer. What it was is that Usyk was, he was dominating a few rounds. But I mentioned it yesterday, man. Joshua's right hand was landing. He just kind of went away from it, was trying to make it more of an overhand right, but the straight right was there all night. So, yeah, man, it's a great fight. With Wilder picking Usyk, I don't think it means anything. I mean, I don't know why he would want that. I mean, but that's his honest opinion because I want Joshua Wilder. I don't care if Joshua wins, loses, draws. If Wilder loses, I think it's the biggest fight that could be made in boxing today. And I like what Real Jose brought up. You know, Teofimo did try to say he's going to be on pay-per-view in December, same time as Tank saying he's going to. So if he steals that Ryan fight, I mean, I'd rather see the Tank one, but I'm cool with Teofimo Ryan. So that was a good little suggestion he made. And, man, that's all I got. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Let's see her. Mr. JT, what up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's going on? What's
Chilling.
up? I'm Adrian. What's going on, Adrian? Nah, man. I think Usyk is all wrong for Anthony Joshua. His style, how he moves in the ring, and like Vega just said, I think he's gonna get big. Anthony Joshua a little tired with that movement and style. I don't just see Anthony Joshua beating Usyk. That style. And I still believe even if Anthony Joshua loses, it will still be a big fight between him and Wilder at the end of the day. I don't want to see. I would rather see him lose, not hating on him. I don't think he just beat Usyk, honestly. I'd rather see him lose so we can make the Deontay Wilder and AJ fight. I just feel if he do win, he's gonna try to go away from that fight. So but I think we have a better chance on seeing that fight if Anthony Joshua lose. It's still a big fight. I got Andy Ruiz beating Luis Ortiz. I just think he's getting a little too old. He might start off boxing Andy Ruiz in a few rounds, but I think Andy Ruiz will get him out there and probably
We
stop him.
got hella weeks for that still, champ.
Huh?
Still hella weeks for that fight.
Yeah,
September
but
4th.
no, I'm still picking Andy Ruiz though. Ness. I'm still picking Andy Ruiz. What other fights they had going on here? Other people picking.
Sergey Lipinets, Omar Figueroa,
Yeah,
Big
I got
Bang,
Lipin.
Hergovich.
I got Lipinets. I don't know about Hergovich. I gotta check him out. I got Badu Jack. I think he's fighting. Who he's fighting?
Popeye, Richard Rivera.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take Badu Jack in that fight. Besides all that, quick question. As I heard a caller call in and bring up. See, the thing about Deontay Wilder, got a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder beat a lot of those old heavyweights due to undersize, except for Mike Tyson. I don't think Deontay Wilder beats on Mike Tyson, especially a skill set. How high skill set Mike Tyson was. Probably had just as much the same power, faster. I just think he would have chopped Deontay Wilder down, and it would have been a little different for Deontay Wilder. That's one of the hardest fights if we went back and compared. But I mean, besides all them other small heavyweights, yeah, Deontay Wilder stops them and stuff. But that's all I got.
All right, champ. Looks like we got a brand new caller in New Jersey, 609. Who's this?
Man, I'm not new. I'm just back for the first time in a long time. Robert the Genius, baby.
Oh, shit. The Genius? What up,
Yeah,
Rob?
got to drop those Genius picks. What's up, baby? What's up, Abe?
What's going on, Rob?
All right. Yo, so I got this really cool prop bet on the Joshua Usyk fight. It was both fighters touched the canvas one time before the sixth round, and I got plus 550. I threw 5 on it. I think it could happen.
Ooh, that's gotta be an AJ Vlad type fight.
I mean, AJ Ruiz, they were both hitting the canvas before the sixth round. So,
Yeah.
fuck it, dude.
Fuck it.
And Joshua dominated that rematch. So, the second time around, he's focused, my opinion.
What do you think about my little bet? You think AJ goes the 10.5 rounds?
Yeah, I actually think AJ is going to win it. But not enough where I would, where I want to bet on it. I'm not super confident. I think it's going to be a really close fight. I definitely think it goes the distance. And I think the Chinese. Think the Chinese dude. I would take the over on that.
Yes.
Yo, didn't you spar this guy, Ness? This Chinese dude?
Not me. Hell no. I was not with that. They wanted me to.
I thought you sparred a Chinese pro.
No. That's the other guy that used to do the show with me.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyways, that's my picks. Good show. Take it easy, boys.
Later.
Have a
Yeah, I
good
was
one.
not. They wanted me to. Like, oh, you a heavyweight? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Nah, you
like,
didn't want that work, Ness?
what for? I don't got nothing to prove.
I mean, if it was light work, I mean, I can see not wanting to get in there
Nah,
and really bang it out, but
because that's the thing. Like, they wasn't like, when I sparred other pros, it was like they know that I'm a podcaster. So it was different. This guy, this guy comes into the gym and thinks I'm a heavyweight. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm a reporter. Like, chill. You know what I'm saying? Go get that work somewhere else. So yeah,
trying
no.
to beat up anybody who looked big in the gym. I see.
Nah, they just needed some work. You know how it is. And it's hard, man. It ain't easy to get that heavyweight work. So they seen a tall person. And no, but I learned my lesson, bro. I'm telling you, I remember sparring this cop, right? I thought he was a CEO, right? And he obviously was a pro, but I thought like, man, I'm about to shine. This dude got 14 losses. I'm about to shine. He a cruiserweight, like, cause he looked small. Man, that motherfucker put hands on me, bro. I'm telling you, I learned the hard way. Like, yo, even a bum will beat the shit out you.
Oh yeah, man. Training is training. It's like
no, boxing is boxing. Like, if you ain't no boxer, this ain't what you do.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't eat, breathe, and sleep it,
if
throw
this ain't what you
thousands
doing,
of punches,
if this
work
ain't what
on
you
your
doing,
shit every day. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you, it's funny. So they was out on the block here. One of my students had a problem with some kid. The dude was like, "Yeah, I box and shit like that," and he was like, the kid who was gonna go to the Canelo fight. Oh, he's like, "Oh, you box?" So we go, man, he beat the shit out that kid. And these the little kids on the block breaking into shit, vandalizing stuff. Let me tell you, man, after a couple run-ins with these kids at the gym, I ain't seen them on the block vandalizing shit no more.
Yeah. Nah, man.
It's real, man. When you really train, when you're really in here every day doing it, I mean, there's just levels to it. Guys who are sparring once, twice a week, X amount of rounds, training 6 days a week. I don't care if you at a lower level. I mean, you're doing something. You're doing more than most. So you can't just walk in and think that it's going to be sweet or like you're going to get over on somebody.
Word. Well, it looks like we got to everybody, man. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm trying to come back today with a spontaneous show, so make sure that you all subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get that notification. I got something cooking, but I need my thumbnail guy to be available for me. Jemmy, I ain't seen him in the chat either, so we might be out of luck. Hopefully, he can get that to us and we can do what we need to do.
Why, brother? It's Black Man Jones on Instagram. You have a good one, Ness. You have a good one, TBV Nation.
Yo, look at Brandon being a punk. First of all, I would get in there with Jared Anderson, but we would just have a little chat before. Like, listen, I got a pacemaker. You don't want to catch a body, so take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Brandon automatically ducking on the work. You know what I'm saying? Big Matthew is saying that I got some super chats because I ain't seen one in like 100 hours. Big Matthew says, with the 179 pound, all 280 pounds of fury living in CYP's head, rent free. All right, yeah. Yo, we out. Peace.